Earth and sky, woods and fields, the mountain and the sea are excellent schoolmasters and teach some of us more than we can ever learn from books. Philanthropist John Lubeck penned these famous words in 1865, and they still ring true today. Many individuals feel a connection to the earth and aim to keep it safe. Many of those individuals are none other than coal miners themselves. Men and women who harvest from the land also aim to give it rebirth in a process known as reclamation. The Colowayo coal mine, 30 miles west of Craig, Colorado, is one such place where reclamation is not just an afterthought, but a way of life.
Reclamation is the process whereby we return the land to a productive state that is very close to mirroring the pre-existing landform. And so reclamation actually starts day one in terms of all the planning that goes into our mining operation. And so before we ever turn the first shovel of dirt, we have a fully approved mine plan that details everything from A to Z in terms of how the land will be modified, prior, during, and after. My name is Juan Garcia. I'm the Technical Services Manager here at the Colowayo Mine. I am a third-generation coal miner, having gone to school and obtained my mining engineering degree. I have worked here at Colowayo for over 25 years, and then 5 years prior to that with underground coal mining. This region right here and any other region that has coal resources once was a seashore type area that had massive swamps of the order of magnitude of the Amazon jungle. Big sandstones that we see today are actually oftentimes shorelines, big beach sands. The shales are actually, marine deposits offshore. And then, of course, the coal is just the vegetative matter that was laid down in the swamp and then ultimately overlaid with sand and silt. The United States itself is the Saudi Arabia of coal. And by that I mean the coal reserves within the United States are some of the most extensive reserves anywhere.
Determined to reconstruct the land, the miners set the land back the way it was by recycling the soil itself.
When we first start, what we do is we salvage topsoil. We come in, we take all of the topsoil that is present from the area that we will be disturbing with the mining activities. It's stockpiled or saved for a later date, and then we come in and actually do the mining itself. Once the mining is completed, whereby we move the rock and the coal, we then backfill the area that was mined with the rock material that's generated from the mining process, and we build the landform back to approximate original contour, AOC. That is something also that is permitted and approved prior, but it emulates the existing landform prior to mining with drainages and ridges and valleys. And with that, once we build the landform back, we then pull the topsoil from stockpile or live haul it if it's available, put that down on top of the landform, and then vegetate it with natural grasses, forbs, and shrubs. And so in essence, we're continually disturbing new land, but at the same time, we're contemporaneously reclaiming it and putting it back to its natural state. We do reconstruct natural drainages in approximately the same orientation that they existed prior to mining. We do create rock riprap channels, which provides a stable base for the water flow. And then we do have contour ditches or feeder ditches that then feed those more general riprap channels.
Colowayo is just one example of many across America that showcases the desire for many coal mines to re-establish the earth, not because they have to, but because they want to.
Yeah, as the land is reclaimed and revegetated, you get a growth of natural grasses, forbs, and shrubs. It is utilized by the big game species elk, mule deer, antelope, but we purposefully do not fence the areas to keep them out. We allow them to come onto the land as they see fit, since they find native grasses and forbs and shrubs that aren't grazed by livestock. Livestock would be cattle or sheep. So that is a company decision to not run livestock on the reclaimed areas and leave it open for use of wildlife. And so, in addition to the SMACRA permit, we have an air permit that has restrictions and limitations and compliance conditions that we have to meet or exceed. One of them is, fugitive dust, with the intent that any dust generated on site does not travel and affect the public at large. And so one way and the most efficient way to control it is minimize the generation from the beginning. And the way we control it is through utilizing water. We have big water trucks to wet the roads, where the trucks and vehicles travel. On certain roads, we also use magnesium chloride or mag chloride. And what it does is it binds the top level of the road together, but it gives a surface that is very durable and does not allow for the generation of dust. Any emissions that we can control are controlled in terms of dust and anything that we might put into the environment. It is a corporate philosophy, and it's something we believe personally, every one of the individuals here, that safety is most definitely number one. To be honest, environmental compliance is number two. So by making safety something that's dynamic, proactive, and everybody's empowered to take care of their own safety, it just instills a culture that is permeated throughout the entire workforce.
The future offspring of the wildlife and the plant life will be a long-remembered testimony to the efforts that miners have established, not just of themselves, but for everyone.
Very proud of our environmental stewardship, our safety as well. There's a good dynamic that occurs here every day in terms of the workforce. Definitely there's a sense of pride that comes with the job well done every day that keeps me coming back personally. We work hard, we make good decisions, and we do a good job of what we do.